Imagine turning on your TV in the 1970s and watching a man bend spoons with nothing but his mind. No wires, no tricks, at least none you could see. This was Uri Geller, the man who shocked the world. Uri Geller, /Re-Lr/Oregheller, Hebrew. Born December 20th, 1946, is an Israeli-British illusionist, magician, television personality, and self-proclaimed psychic. He is known for his trademark television performances of spoon bending and other illusions. Geller uses conjuring tricks to simulate the effects of psychokinesis and telepathy. Geller's career as an entertainer has spanned more than 4 decades, with television shows and appearances in many countries. Magicians have called Geller a fraud because of his claims of possessing psychic powers. Geller became famous demonstrating on television what he claimed to be psychokinesis, dowsing, and telepathy. His performance included spoon bending, describing hidden drawings, and making watches stop or run faster. Geller said he performed those feats through willpower and the strength of his mind. His apparent ability to bend metal objects during his television appearances came to be known as the Geller effect and made him a celebrity. The work of magician and investigator James Randi was the main factor in revealing that Geller's actual methods were stage magic tricks. The result was a legendary immolation, in which Geller offered up flustered excuses to his host as his abilities failed him again and again. "I sat there for 22 minutes, humiliated," Geller told me, when I spoke to him in September. "I went back to my hotel, devastated. I was about to pack up the next day and go back to Tel Aviv. I thought, that's it, I'm destroyed." Scientists couldn't ignore him. At Stanford Research Institute, Geller was tested under controlled conditions. The CIA even got involved, wondering if psychic powers could be used during the Cold War. The results? Mysterious, inconclusive, and controversial. To Geller's astonishment, he was immediately booked on the Merv Griffin show. He was on his way to becoming a paranormal superstar. "That Johnny Carson show made Uri Geller," Geller said. To an enthusiastically trusting public, his failure only made his gifts seem more real. If he were performing magic tricks, they would surely work every time. Geller starred in the horror film Sanitarium, 2001, directed by Johannes Roberts and James Eves. In May 2002, he appeared as a contestant on the first series of the reality TV show I'm a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here, where he was the first to be eliminated and finished in last place. In 2005, Geller starred in Uri's Haunted Cities. Venice, a 11 Pictures/Lion TV production for Sky One, which led to a behind-the-scenes release in early 2008 called Cursed. Both productions were directed by Jason Figgis. In early 2007, Geller hosted a reality show in Israel called The Successor, where the contestants supposedly displayed supernatural powers. Israeli magicians criticized the program, saying that it was all magic tricks. Geller said he welcomed the mystical aura that the publicity gave him. In July 2007, NBC signed Geller and Chris Angel for Phenomenon to search for the next great mentalist. Contestant Mike Super won the position. In January 2008, Geller began hosting the TV show The Next Uri Geller, broadcast by Pro7 in Germany. Geller has claimed his feats are the result of paranormal powers given to him by extraterrestrials. The Committee for the Scientific Investigation of Claims of the Paranormal (SICAP) was a prominent early critic of Geller. Skeptics such as James Randi have shown that Geller's tricks can be replicated with stage magic techniques. Andrea Puharich met Geller in 1971 and endorsed him as a genuine psychic. Under hypnosis, Geller claimed he was sent to Earth by extraterrestrials from a spaceship 53,000 light-years away. Geller later denied the space fantasy claims, but affirmed there is a slight possibility that some of my energies do have extraterrestrial connection. Puharich also stated that Geller teleported a dog through the walls of his house. Science writer Martin Gardner wrote that since no expert on fraud was there as an observer, nobody should take the claim seriously. In his biography of Geller, Uri, A Journal of the Mystery of Uri Geller, 1974, Puharich claimed that, with Geller, he had communicated with superintelligent computers from outer space. According to Puharich, the computers sent messages to warn humanity that a disaster was likely to occur if humans did not change their ways. The psychologist Christopher Evans, who reviewed the book in New Scientist, wrote that although Puharich believed every word he had written, the book was credulous, and those fans of Geller's who might have hoped to have used the book as ammunition to impress the skeptics will be the most disappointed of all. James Randi has written that the biography contained silly theories, but was both a boost and a millstone to Geller. In 1992, Geller was asked to investigate the kidnapping of Hungarian model Helga Farkas. He predicted she would be found in good health, but she was never found and is widely believed to have been murdered. Geller was a friend of Bruce Beresford and helped him train his mind during some cycling speed record-breaking bids in the 1990s. Many scientists, magicians, and skeptics have suggested possible ways in which Geller could have tricked his audience by using misdirection while bending objects such as keys and spoons manually. There are many ways in which a bent spoon can be presented to an audience so as to give the appearance it was manipulated using supernatural powers. One way is through brief moments of distraction in which a magician can physically bend a spoon or other object unseen by the audience, before gradually revealing the bend to create the illusion that the spoon is bending before the viewer's eyes. Another way is to pre-bend the spoon, reducing the amount of force that needs to be applied to bend it again. Critics have accused Geller of using his demonstrations fraudulently outside the entertainment business. James Randi, one of Geller's most prominent critics, wrote the truth about Uri Geller, explaining how Geller's various alleged supernatural abilities, such as spoon bending and telekinesis, can be easily reproduced by any magician using sleight of hand. Geller admits, "Sure, there are magicians who can duplicate through trickery." He has claimed that even though his spoon bending can be repeated using trickery, he uses psychic powers to achieve his results. Physicist Richard Feynman, who was an amateur magician, wrote in Surely You're Joking, Mr. Feynman, 1985, that Geller was unable to bend a key for him and his son. Randi has stated that if Geller is truly using his mind to perform these feats, he is doing it the hard way. In November 2008, Geller accepted an award during a convention of magicians, the Services to Promotion of Magic Award from the Bergloss Foundation. In his acceptance speech, Geller said that if he had not had psychic powers, then he must be the greatest to have been able to fool journalists, scientists, and Bergloss himself. In October 2012, Geller gave a lecture for magicians in the United States at the Genii magazine's 75th birthday bash. Geller's performances of drawing duplication and cutlery bending usually take place under informal conditions such as television interviews. During his early career, he allowed some scientists to investigate his claims. When Geller's supposed abilities were tested by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency in 1973, the experimenters concluded that Geller had demonstrated his paranormal perceptual ability in a convincing and unambiguous manner. Not everyone was convinced. Magicians like James Randi claimed Geller was simply using sleight of hand. They replicated his spoon-bending tricks, insisting it was illusion, not telekinesis. Regardless of the truth, Uri Geller became a cultural phenomenon. His spoon-bending act remains one of the most iconic TV moments ever. He blurred the line between science, magic, and belief, and left us all wondering, did he really bend metal with his mind? In 2014, a 12-foot-tall statue of a gorilla made from approximately 40,000 metal spoons was unveiled in Geller's Berkshire garden by the Duke of Kent, with the intention of possibly relocating it to Great Ormond Street Hospital. The statue was welded by sculptor Alfie Bradley and funded by the British Ironworks Centre of Oswestry. According to Bradley, many of the spoons were donated by schoolchildren from around the world. Speaking at the unveiling, Geller said, "This will not raise money for charity. It will do something better. It will amaze sick children." In 2021, Geller opened the Uri Geller Museum located at 7 Maisel Aria Street in Old Jaffa in Tel Aviv. The museum exhibits the personal collection of art and objects that Geller has collected throughout his career. It also features an archaeological display of the ancient soap factory that was discovered during the museum's renovation. So, was Uri Geller a true psychic or a master illusionist? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-bending stories.